All right. Hey, everybody. Just now jumping on because we actually had to reschedule the meeting that we had with Noah Brewer, but I wanted to jump on for people that were intending to join the live stream today. And I figure I'd jump on and do that, but the live stream is going to be rescheduled to tomorrow. It's 9:30 p.m. Central, but I figure I'd jump on right now if you guys have any questions or things like that. And I'm still up. I typically, work online and cranking on the business till about 11:30 at night anyways, so like I'm still cranking away here in the home office, but I figure I'd use this time as well since I was intending to jump on the live stream. I'm actually using the Restream, which is going to multiple platforms. So if you can hear me, actually let me know because I'm connecting through a new service right now. It's called Restream, so you could see it right there. But let me know if you can actually hear me okay, and if you have any questions related to one of the most popular things that's going on right now is drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, and that's been taken off for sure. I call it. It's a trademark that I been calling drop posting, but most people don't understand that. Basically, what it is drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, and it's a really cool thing, and it's been taken off quite a bit. I'm not sure if you guys caught on to that at all, but if you can, let me know. You guys said you can hear me. Cool, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. So I'd say I'm going to hang on for a bit and maybe even do some drop posting live because drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace is quick, it's easy, and you can do it within a few minutes. So I'm going to type here. I'm going to say I'm drop posting or drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace. I'm typing right now and ask me any questions along the way. Did you guys catch the live stream that we had with Jeet? I mean, that guy is crushing it, over $40 million. We did the live stream yesterday. It was actually kind of like a behind the scenes type of view as we do the podcast recording. So the recording that we do, we use Zoom, and from Zoom, you can then we had the recording, the video, and stuff like that. But I was doing like the live stream so you guys could watch along the way. So that audio podcast will be coming out soon. But great stuff. It's on YouTube still. It's the actual live stream, and it was really awesome. So another thing I'm going to try to do here, I'm going to see if I could share my screen. So let me see if I can do that. Okay. So now I think you guys can see my screen, and it looks like I'm in the lower right-hand corner. Actually, let me know if you can see me in the lower right-hand corner as I'm talking. Um, that'll help me out as well. And one of the things that I'm going to do here, this is actually a really good tip. So one of the things that people wonder about is finding winning products, and there's many ways. There's many ways to do it. One, you could there's always a bunch of the YouTube gurus that are giving their best selling products. Well, prove them out by drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace because you can do that for free. So see if it actually makes you some money by going to Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to go there right now to Facebook Marketplace. And let me pull it up for you guys. And what I'm going to do right here, and I got it too small, so let me prepare the size of this thing so you guys can actually see. So I'm bringing it over here. So this is the Facebook Marketplace where you can actually do the drop shipping, which is pretty cool. So you basically click on the item listing for sale. But one of the things that I'm going to do, and I see a question from D. McCauley, just started following you a couple days ago. Thanks, man. A FBA seller, and I was considering doing something like this with Etsy. So I'm very interested in the program. And yes, I could see you in the corner. Thanks for letting me know. And yeah, so I mean, the difference here is that compare. I mean, if were you thinking about drop shipping on Etsy or actually like making products? Because that might be two different things. So one of the things, and maybe that's kind of a misconception. Let me see if I can open up a PowerPoint that I have, uh, which helps explain things here. Okay, I think this will help. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but this is kind of like a presentation that I did. The saying here, how I made $140 per day. Actually, now it's like for me, I'm easily doing $500 days with this technique. But there's a lot of people that are able to create the same thing. But what I want to show is I want to jump to what is like the traditional form of drop shipping, right? So so he said using Etsy like you are using Amazon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would say give it a try. I mean, that's probably so that's why I like talking about that this is more like marketplace drop shipping as opposed to just solely tying it to Facebook, although Facebook right now is kind of like an untapped market for drop shipping on the marketplace. So it's pretty saturated on eBay. It's pretty saturated on Amazon. People are making money despite that, right? I mean, you just become a better marketer to make money. But also, you might notice that a lot of people end up at that race to the bottom. So the eBay sellers are like dropping the price to try to get more customers, and it becomes a race to the bottom where it's not profitable anymore. So you'll see that the prices on Amazon, the prices on eBay end up really low because everyone's competing on price. When it comes to the Facebook marketplace, it's kind of an untapped market specific to drop shipping. And so if we look at here, this is kind of like that traditional form of drop shipping. You pay for ads, you drive them to your Shopify store, and then, the customer pays you retail price, you keep the profits, and you ask the supplier to ship the product to the customer. And that's all good and all, but the thing is, if the cost of your ads is greater than your profit margins, then you're losing money at that point. You're paying too much for ads. So for most people that are just getting the start, if you don't have money to risk in advertising in the beginning, this is where what I call drop posting, and basically we cut out having to pay for ads at that point, because the marketplace, you can have customers, and with the customers, they're able to find you uh, in volume. I mean, you get hundreds, thousands of views for free. So I'm reading the question here: when you post a marketplace, do you post in groups also? Great question. You are allowed to post in groups, and there are marketplace groups that are available. And actually, when I go through an example, you're going to see a few group listings that I have. I don't actually target the groups at all, so I don't use it as often. I have used it before, but really, I mean, when you have a winning product, it just kind of it'll reveal itself to you. It just jumps right out, which is pretty awesome, and that's why it's a numbers game. So, I mean, you're never gonna know what product is actually gonna work for you until you put it out there. So you keep putting the number. It's a numbers game. Keep putting it out there. Odds are is like 1 out of 10. And the cool thing about the Facebook Marketplace is that you can list up to 10 products for free in there. So you keep adding the products and keep doing adjusting the price, adding the products, adjusting the price. See where you find that sweet spot, and it's just the name of the game. And if you listen to the last live stream that went out yesterday, G, I mean, he described like he tested over 50 products before he even had one sale. Before he had one sale, he tested over 50 products. He lost over $10,000. And then he kept going, he kept going. Now, fast forward to today, which was really, I think he said he started in like 2017. So it's basically about, 3, 4 years. And, now he's produced over $40 million in revenue, and he's just really kicking butt on there. So it goes to show that the persistence, testing, treating it like a numbers game, it's something that you want to do for sure. What is the price? So I'm reading the question here. What is the price after the first 10 products? I'm not sure what that means. What is the price after the first 10? Because basically Facebook only allows you to post 10. The only way to post more is when you then begin to set up your own business, so like an official business. So you get a tax ID for a business, a state seller ID that you can sell, and then you list that with Facebook, and you create what's called a Facebook shop for your Facebook page. From there, you can begin to do more postings in the marketplace for sure. And I'm looking at this. It looks like we could show the questions on here. I'm liking that. So, all right, cool. I didn't realize that. So I'm liking this thing here where we can actually highlight the questions that you're asking as well. So definitely good questions for sure. Now, the thing that I'm going to cover here. So in this drop posting, like I said, is basically 5 easy steps. Upload the photo, enter the product name, description, enter the price of the product, finish the post, and then just kind of watch the customer orders coming in and follow up on processing the orders, which is really cool. Now, one of the things is that there's a whole bunch that I go through here, but I'm not going to use the time to go through all of these things here. But what I wanted to share with you guys is that one of the new things that came out with the marketplace is that there's the buy button on there. So I would say check out the YouTube video that I did on the about the buy button. This is something that came about over the past maybe 3 to 4 weeks, and that's pretty much a game changer. So now customers are able to just purchase immediately through your marketplace posting, and it's just making sales a lot better, higher confidence and things like that. So I'm going to highlight another question here. We got, didn't know that. Thanks. If you want more than 10, a shop, correct? Yeah. So I'd say you then, begin to promote to using a Facebook shop. In the future, I'm going to do a video on that, because basically it's Facebook that's getting into deeper into the e-commerce game. I mean, they were already, a big part of it related to advertising, but now so you saw the buy button video. Great. So yeah, that's huge. So Facebook is getting deeper into the e-commerce game, and they're becoming the middleman. So there's a Facebook Pay, and that's where the buy button is, and things like that. So it's really awesome. So what I'm going to do here, here's another good tip. There's multiple ways to find winning products, and one of the things that I'm going to do, let me see if I could find. I'm going to look this up real quick. 1 second. There's that YouTube video. I talked about it before. It was called Sell This Now. And in this site, it's something that you want to do here. Their videos on YouTube. I mean, you definitely check out any of their YouTube videos and you'll find products to go through. But here's the thing that most people don't know about, because they don't go to their website directly. So in this, there's actually this free report. This is worth entering your email address to get this report. And it's not just one report. They're sending the reports. It feels like it's more frequent than monthly, but let me check. I think it's more frequent. Let me open one of the actual PDF reports, and we're gonna drop ship it on the marketplace right now. So that's why I'm bringing this up. So one is you can go to sellthisnow.com and then pull that up, and then let me see if I could pull up one of the actual reports. And I'm reading the question here. You said, how much money can someone make off of this? And I say as a goal, $100 days for sure. So I mean, with the winning product, I've made easily $500 days. There's other, I posted some testimonials and people that have gone through my course at dropposting.com, and they're getting sales on their first day. Some of them got $100 days and more. So the reason why they did is because they were taking action on posting the products. Like I said, it's a numbers game. I mean, if you're given 10 free listings, maximize it. Don't hold back. And if some of the listings are not getting views, change it out. You know what I mean? So that's what you should do. So good question, Daniel. But let me pull up. And what's your advice on location? So from a Facebook, what's your advice on location? Well, I don't know. Oh, selling locations. So basically, in the location, what seems to work best is like the surrounding suburbs of the big cities. And the cool thing about Facebook Marketplace is that you'll be able to choose your location that you want to list it in, which is pretty awesome. And then I'm not sure if you guys saw one of my recent videos about, really it was about creating people that maybe have lost their Facebook account or banned with the Facebook account, or some people that want to sell in the US. I showed how to set that up and to do that virtually. So I say check out, it's one of the recent videos on YouTube. That thing, I mean, that's, only the pros really, use that quite a bit, and it's pretty technically complicated. I think I simplified it so that it's understandable. Hopefully it is. So let me know on the feedback there. But basically, you kind of able to privatize and create like what I call a virtual account. So you can choose what location you want to sell in. Let me pull up what I was trying to pull up here. I have a folder of these Sell This Now reports. So here's that Sell This Now report that I was talking about. So here they had number 31, Sell This Now. And let me see. I got one on the 30th, December 30th, December 24th, December 17th, December 10th, December 3rd. So it looks like they're doing this weekly. So I didn't really give it, much thought how often that they're doing this. But I would say, most people aren't doing this here, which is tapping into their report. And the report is different than what they're posting on their YouTube channel. So I think it'll give you an edge if you're tapping into these products that's not actually listed in their YouTube videos. Because now, I mean, if we pull up their YouTube channel, I'll just kind of show you, and they blew up, man. They blew up big time over. Let me bring this over here. I mean, I want to say they started a little over a year ago, and now they have 35,000 subscribers and thousands of views. I mean, 15 hours and 1,000 videos. So, I mean, a lot of people are watching their videos, and their videos are current. But I think what most people are capturing is the report, and you can dive into here. So I'm just going to kind of drill through. I actually tried posting this. It was getting a handful of views already. This one here, a basketball 3D illuminating thing. Interesting. Might be a seller. The only reason why I say it might be a seller because I have another. If you guys caught one of the videos, I did this way back in May, I think, when I started talking about. I called it like how to make money with no money Mondays, and one of the products, boom, it was selling for me on the first day. Some of the people that were listening to the live event, it was this same product, but it was like in the shape of a elephant, and that thing was selling, and it's still selling to this day as well. So some good products there. Car dent remover. I am enough ring. This little ring is interesting. This one might be interesting. Let's just tap through all the products, and actually, you guys can let me know if you guys see a product as I'm going through here. Say let's drop ship that one, and we'll get it going. Potentially, this one might be good too. This looks like a marker etch a sketch type of thing. LED writing board pad. The Facebook ad received over 1,000 likes. So they give a lot of indicators here why it's good, which is cool. Tactical light. Yeah, for some reason, some of the tactical lights are like really big sellers. If you guys know the history of ClickFunnels, one of the biggest sellers on ClickFunnels was a tactical flashlight by Trey Llewellyn, and so e-commerce, you can do e-commerce and ClickFunnels, and that's why I do the what I call dropship funnels. Really great stuff here, but that tactical flashlight reminds me of that. Hold on a second. I was chewing on gum and it's making me I apologize. It's making me it's giving me a hard time to try to talk at the same time. So let's see here. Automatic jar opener. Let me know if something's catching the eye. This kind of dance pad, interesting. People are always doing that in the arcades. Having this type of dance pad at home is interesting. Look at the price. This seems like it could have potential for sure. The dancing mat. Let's think about that. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what's worth selling. a cactus scratching post. This is great. And let me see here. I'm reading the comments. Some good things here. Someone said, for example, I use Google Trends. Users, yep, definitely. Really great. Great tip there for sure. And then we got check the junk folder, just signed up. All right, man. So let's see here. We got this 7-in-1. Let me know if there's a product that you think, hey, this is a winner. And look at the number of pages, 64 pages in here. So they're given a lot to work with. This kind of telescope for the phone. Big potential. Big potential. Good question. Are you getting product from Aliexpress? How do you get over the long shipping times? So are you getting products from Aliexpress, and how do you get over the longer shipping times? Great question. So we do check initially Aliexpress, and but one of the things that we look for is if Aliexpress has that United States shipping option. That's typically the one that I look for. And then if they don't, related to Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, I'll leverage, like I said, I'll leverage Amazon or eBay, because one of the things that's happening now, there's changes that's happening where the price of eBay and Amazon, where it's shipping from the US, you're getting better shipping, but the cost is about the same as AliExpress. And in some products, it was even better. And you get the better shipping. So looking at AliExpress, see if they have US shipping. If they don't, then for Facebook Marketplace drop shipping, I would not use AliExpress. I would look for eBay and Amazon. And you need to keep in mind that it's, keeping your testing hat that's on, which is like, um, you're testing to find out what's selling at that point. And when you find one that's taking off, is getting a bunch of views, is getting a lot of uh, orders that are coming in, that's where you want to start to shift and look into. It's like, okay, let me look for a sourcing agent or something like that, where you can start to find better supply and shipping options. But in the meantime, you can get away with using eBay, Amazon, and then if you do find AliExpress that has the US shipping, use that. Wish is another source that has US distribution. Wish has that little it's like that little orange van that shows expedite shipping, and they'll get fast shipping there. So Wish has warehouses and distributions in the United States that you can ship from. So good question. So let's see here. Let's kind of go through the products. This waist trimmer. This is my son. I remember selling and making money off of this product. So this has been a good seller for a long time. Robot toy. These little multi-function hand tools. Interesting. So I'm just going to go through all of them and then make a choice on which one we should drop ship real quick here. Solar power security camera, Wi-Fi, and looks kind of like a higher ticket item. I don't know if I would go for that though. I don't know what this is. Professional microwave killing kit. It looks interesting. It looks like it takes this kind of stuff into. Have you guys ever noticed like some of those Facebook live where you see a lot of like people live streaming selling the bombs or something like that? They're like on, it's kind of like a live TV. Seeing these little jewelry, it's almost like those. I think they call them bombs, and then I guess it like dissolves and there's like jewelry in there. But people are like, I think they're tapping into a market of people that are watching the live streams, kind of like those shopping TVs, and you know people are just kind of purchasing live from there. That's what it reminded me of. Here's another example of the lamp. So this one could have potential as well. Really, I would say for these type of lamp products, see what people are passionate about related to it. So I got a feeling people are pretty passionate about if they're guitar players, they're pretty passionate about it. So this could have potential for sure. I don't know what that is. Let's see this. Hooks. Natural. Is this natural islands? I'm not sure what this is as well. Hydro. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to sell contacts. This little doggy thing. So look at the wide selection of products here, and they give a lot of information as a reason why. So look at this. Ton of engagement, 12,000 likes, 19,000 comments. Silicone dog paw cleaner cup. Now that's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. Let's see if we could watch this. It says watch on YouTube. I'm clicking on it and now my screen's going like spinning wheel. Hopefully this link actually goes to like a video. And I'm hoping it didn't freeze up my screen here as well. So even in this PDF, the bottom of these PDFs are links, and pet's a great category. Yeah. I mean, and if we're looking at that 12,000 likes, 19,000 comments, um, look at the cost is pretty low, $6.82. So while that's trying to load, I'd say let's go for it. This one seems like one to jump in on. So let's do a search. That's kind of freezing my screen right now. Let me see if I can close it. I see it not responding. It's not responding. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up Amazon to start with, and I'm gonna say dog paw cleaner. Let me pull that in view. Sorry about that. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Hopefully you guys can see okay. So this looked like the cup right here, the dog paw cleaner, and selling Prime shipping. So they're going to get it in a couple of days, $16. Let's open up that PDF again because I was curious what their price was. I thought it was like $6.80 some cents, but the selling price was let's pull this back up again. I forgot where we were. Hey, got it right out of the thing. So silicone dog paw cleaner cup. So let's even write that in the search. So we say silicone. Pulled up the same product sponsored. Another one here. Look at this, 19,000 reviews on this thing. Mudbuster. Now that's pretty cool name too. So let's look at this product here. And is it the same? Oops. Come on. I just wanted to see. It doesn't look exactly the same, but still we can make use out of it. Wow. Man, that's great. Let's check out the video. The cup's pretty big. The picture makes it look like the cup's too small for the paw. I think this would be catchy for a lot of reasons, right? So, I mean, you guys already said it's a pet categories, a great category, and people are passionate about it. And then right now it's winter, snow starting to melt or it's wet out there, paws are dirty, and some way to just easily wash the mud off of there after they've been outside is interesting. So we got another question. Do you sell the product for the suggested price or do you do differently? So I do I kind of do some research, a couple of things. I actually have a kind of like a pricing algorithm. Like I like to push the limits when it comes to Facebook Marketplace. I like to try to test the higher limits first. So I'm even willing to test up to like a 3x markup on there just to see if it sells at that level. And then I start price dropping. So I call it like a drip down pricing strategy because that's what keeps your listing fresh. But minimum for me, There's no right or wrong, but a minimum that I like to keep as far as a profit is at least $10. So I know that when I'm Facebook Marketplace drop shipping, that I'm at least making a $10 profit. So I know that each of the sales it's $10 or more. Historically, the amount of profit that I think on average has typically ranged between 15 and $20. Closer like about maybe $16 has been the average there. And 45 in the pet category. Yeah, thanks for checking that out. So this thing is ranking really popular. I think it's something that we should post for sure. Let's Now that we're looking at that, let's take a look at what's on eBay for the same type of product. So let's take a look there, and then we can also check AliExpress as well. So let me bring eBay over, and let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. And this was called silicone paw. What was it called again? Silicone paw cleaner. So we'll do the same searching here. Boom, look at this. Now, here's a tip related to eBay that you want to be mindful of, which is, and we got a question about what about the tracking ID? And that's a great question about the tracking ID. Basically, um, it's one of the reasons why you want to use eBay and even Amazon, where in some cases where it's not Prime, so they're using like the USPS because Facebook's looking for USPS, FedEx, or UPS tracking number, and these suppliers will give them to you. But here's a tip related to eBay: is that if you scroll down in the search criteria, here you're going to see item location. We don't want to order from, and look at this. This looks like the exact same thing, but we don't want to order from here and knowing that they're a drop shipper drop shipping it from China when we're trying to get it. So we want to say the item location should be US only, and this will give us US shippers. So this is a pretty good price, $11.99, free shipping. Here's another example of this Mud Buster. People are leveraging the name, and look at this Mud Buster, $3. This one looks like the one on the PDF. It looks exactly like this, actually. So we found the actual product now. And here's some more. New listing. Somebody just listed it. So I think we found a I think we found one. So we want to post this quickly, and let's do that while we're here. So let's go back up to the top. So this one seems pretty good, but let's look at this one seems interesting too. So let's take a look at we're going to take a look at a few. That one, we'll look at that one. That one's sponsored. This one is the actual product. So let's look at these. So, and look at the seller rating as well. So, I mean, the ratings is something that you want to look at. So we got this seems pretty good. 100% feedback, buyer satisfaction, shipping from New York, free shipping. You're gonna get it January 15th. So basically, you're gonna get it, within 10 days, and it's pretty good. And let's see what it's shipping with. It usually mentions that. If it doesn't mention, it should be like USPS. So here they say fast delivery. Let's look at the next one. Shipping from Georgia. Get it by the 14th. $8, $3 shipping, and it's the Mud Buster. And then here we got another example. You can choose your color. Dog paw cleaner B. I wonder what B means. B. This guy looks sketchy. So this is where you'd probably say no. One is, the information doesn't like color. What does color B mean? The title, that looks like they just copied whatever. The seller information, 0. So Pet Lovers Parlor looks like a new eBayer trying to sell on eBay this product, and is not even using proper titles and things like that. So you wouldn't use this person as a supplier. So try to reference people that have history, positive feedback, so you can have some confidence in what you're using, because some of the bigger sellers that have history and a following, there will be a little bit more reliable. Let's take a look at this one. So 18, a little bit better. Color, okay, now we know what actual color we're selecting. Size, so now you can actually choose what size you want. I didn't know that there were sizes. They only got 2 available, so they wouldn't be like a good source. So I wouldn't use that. You want to work with one that has a good fair amount of quantity. I'm just taking another glance here. My first thought is I might be sold on the Mud Buster. Yep, I think we're sold on the Mud Buster. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the image. And then from here, click Save Image. And I'm going to create a new folder. And okay, here we go. Sorry about that. We got, let's just call it Mudbuster. And this is how easy it is. So we're going to go here and just say pick one. And we got a question, great info. How do you deal with the customer's receipt having the true cost of the product? So great question there. It's handled easily because when you're shipping through Amazon, you can say to ship in gift mode. So you're going to send it as a gift. And when you send it in gift mode, it doesn't show your purchase price. And when you send in gift mode, it doesn't even show that it's your account. So that's the tip that you can use if you're using Amazon. And then on eBay already doesn't show anything. It's just a packing slip. But you can also mention in the order that that you're drop shipping. But in eBay it doesn't mention. There's just a packing slip from there. So let me save these pictures. But great question. Wow. So Jungle Scout is saying a lot of sales going through for this product. So this will be pretty cool to see how well this does. Oops, this typing. Pick 4. And what is this one? I'm not going to do the size chart. We're just going to stick with large and call it like one size fits all. Really It should work for. We'll just treat it like that. Bulldog. Yeah, we'll just stick with the large for now. I mean, I don't even think we need to mention larger the size. So let's see what this other Mudbuster pictures have. These pictures kind of suck. So, all right. So we got some pictures. So now let's go to the marketplace. Item for sale. So we're going to add the photos, and let me find the photos that I was just doing. And it's as simple as drag the photos in there. Boom. So we got photos, and we can order them like that. And I wonder if we should show this first or this first. Maybe this one. Okay. And so now we got the photos. And then now we're going to scroll down, enter the title. And for the title, this is what's cool as well, is that we can leverage off of the title here. So Mud Portable Dog. Okay, so we're going to say I'm going to copy that. And I like to prefix it with like some words that like a little bit more caption. So we'll say like amazing, portable dog paw cleaner. We'll start with quantity 10. You can go higher in the quantity that's there. And for the price, let's just see what Aliexpress $24.99. So if it's 24, Amazon price was 16, but eBay was looks like 11. So either one. My first thought is to start. I may start with 29 and just to see how well it does from there. Now here we could scroll, look at the categories. We should have a category of pets, I think. Pet supplies, dog supplies, dog waste, scoops, toys, diapers, apparel. Let's see. May be related to this. You want to go deep on the category. That's going to help with your listings. New brand is Mudbuster. Mudbuster dog paw cleaner. And then, so when it comes to description, one of the things that I like to mention is like you do a headline, 3 bullet points, and a call to action. That's the minimum that you want to do here. And here's some of the non-prime list. Great finding, great research. So some of the Amazon listings are for 27.29. So that's kind of hitting the mark for sure. Typically 29 is about a good price point, and we can go from there. And one of the things, so let's go through headline. Let's see what they talk about here. So we'll say we'll use some emojis. So pause and something you want to talk about like the benefit, the result, right? So it's kind of like, save your carpet or save your house, right? Save your carpet from dirty paws. Talk about, the benefit. That's the results, right? You let the dogs in from outside and all of a sudden they're running through the house, or you're trying to clean it but you still didn't clean it fully, and they're running through the house with muddy paws. And so that's the selling point. And then three bullet points that kind of talks about the features. So in this case, uh we'll say easy to use, not just to use. Um, This is what's pretty cool. And then a little tip here: if you're using a Windows PC, if you use the window key and the period, that's what launches the emojis quickly. So easy to use. Easy to use. Just add a little water. And we're using let's make we call it camel casing. Every first letter. Just add a little water. And then another check. Insert muddy paws. And uh, insert muddy paws and do a little twist. Insert muddy paws and do a little twist, and voila. I don't know how to spell voila, but and then here we'll say dab them dry. This is great. Uh, Dab the paws dry. And you're done. Period. And then the last step, we'll keep those together, I think. The last step is a call to action. So something like that with a heart. Grab yours today. Ooh, let's say grab one for your best friend today. I like that. I like that for sure. Get that money. Yeah, for sure, man. We're working on it. So let's see here. And another question: when someone when someone searches on Facebook, are they going to see? Yeah. I mean, we're going to see the views that are going in on here for sure. So now let's go to the next step, it looks like. So here we do product tags. Ooh. So here we say dogs, let's say, pets or pet cleaner. And then I'll just use that. Let's see if there's anything else here. So this is a question that comes up quite a bit, which is hiding. You know, some people are like, they don't want to use their personal account because they think their friends are gonna see, that they're drop shipping. And one, you really shouldn't be ashamed of drop shipping. I mean, if you're in the business, you should be, kind of proud that you're in business. Two, it doesn't actively like post to your friends to begin with. But if you want to hide it from your friends, this will be so that it's not visible at all. So it doesn't post to your timeline. Um, but if you wanted to completely hide it, this is the option so you could hide it from your friends. So that's a tip there. And we got a question here. How long does a winning product usually last? It depends. It depends on the product. Some of the products are seasonal. Some of them are evergreen. So there's been some products, like I mentioned, there was that one product that was selling in May, and it was still selling up to this last month. So it's pretty good. So it depends on the type of product. Um, Shipping only. And I still need to figure out, there's some people that say that they don't have a shipping option on there, and I still need to find someone's account to help recreate that for me. It shows up for me and it shows up for most people that I help like walk through one on one. So sometimes the shipping doesn't show, but this is what I recommend checking is like shipping only. You don't want to meet in person, and then you're going to use your own shipping label, and the cost is free. So that's what you choose there. So now it shows this is how much you'll make, $27. Boom, allow offers. I've been checking this, allowing them to drop the price, and I let them do that. So if it goes down to 23, that gives me like about a $10 profit minimum. So I'm willing to let it auto. So, even the buyer is like an auto negotiate a price and then buy, which is pretty cool. So this goes as the last step before I click publish. It goes to the marketplace by default. And then the person that asked about groups. So here's where you can have groups that were there. I ended up joining, but look at this. You can list into 20 groups in addition to the marketplace. And this is for free. So it's pretty amazing. The type of groups that you can join is like, look at this, yard sales, sell and trade things, online sales. So these groups are meant for like shopping, specific groups in other townships or suburbs that have group listings that are looking to sell. Those are the type of groups that you want to find. Look at that, 25,000 members, 100,000 members. So those are the things that you can choose, and it would list in there. And actually, I mean, let's choose them right now since we're talking about it. I just say let's post it here too. I typically haven't been doing it because I really don't think I've seen much results, but I haven't really checked if I was getting real results from groups. But we'll give it a try. So you don't know until you keep testing. But the cool thing is, up to 20 groups you can add, and just like testing products, maybe it just goes down to testing groups. What's that group that's a hidden gem where you're putting things out there and people are buying? You never know. So now you click publish, And boom, congratulations. The listing is there. So it's saying it's being reviewed and it's going to go through, and then we'll see what's going on through there. So really awesome stuff for sure. Like I said, 5 easy steps to go through, and it's basically what I call drop posting, but it's Facebook Marketplace drop shipping, and stuff like that. If you're looking to find out more information, I say go check out the site dropposting.com. You could check things out, for sure. But I wanted to do this live stream for you guys just to uh, kind of like in place of the live stream we were supposed to have with Noah Brewer. That's going to be tomorrow. So let me see if I still have that mentioned here. The caption, yeah, it's rescheduled to tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Join us. Noah's pretty awesome. He's he's been on the podcast before. If you haven't heard the Tech Money Talks podcast, but he's been on the podcast, and he's also the founder of Viral Ecom Ads, which is one of the most popular like video ad services out there for creating those ads that are for your drop shipping products that you're going to post in Facebook advertising. So that's worked out pretty good. So really awesome stuff. I hope this stuff was helpful for you. I'm going to sign off right now, but thanks for joining, and thanks for the awesome questions that you have, and give it a try. I'd say this kind of stuff and the products, give it a try, and let me know. Keep me posted, and I appreciate the feedback, which is pretty great. So, all right, guys, that's about it from my side, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Central.